Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about cognitive dissonance, and we're going to talk about a very intriguing yet easily the most misunderstood and a difficult example called telling a lie for $20. So let's come back to cognitive dissonance. What is dissonance? Dissonance is the first thing first. This word is not understood by many. Many of you just already aware of this word. Many of you go to the Google and get the meaning of this word. Others are genuinely not interested in understanding the meaning of this word and simply mug up the question, mug up the answer, and they're good in life. Okay, but it's very important to understand the meaning of dissonance. Dissonance means lack of harmony or lack of agreement. ठीक है, तो अगर आप इसको प्लस करो कॉग्निटिव डिसोनेंस और कॉग्निटिव sorry, if you add dissonance plus cognitive, you find a psychological concept which is automatically which results in attitude change. Okay, which results in attitude change. Cognitive dissonance results in attitude change. This concept is given by Leon Festinger. Okay, it's one of the most easily accepted, easily understood psychological concepts. Okay, if you find if you see any American sitcoms like Big Bang Theory, you would actually find these concepts hinted, throughout the whole series. Cognitive dissonance. So cognitive dissonance basically focuses on cognitive component. ओके, आपके एटीट्यूड के जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं, दैट इज आपके एटीट्यूड के जो कॉग्निशंस हैं, जो थिंकिंग है, क्या वो कॉन्सोनेंस में है, क्या वो एग्रीमेंट में है, क्या वो एक हार्मनी में है, क्या वो लॉजिकली एक सीधी लाइन में है, logically in line with each other, are they? Now, the basic idea which Leon Festinger proposed, okay, was cognitive components of an attitude must be consonant. Okay, cognitive idea of a component must be consonant. They must be in harmony. They must be in agreement. That is, they must be logically in line with each other. Okay, now this is me. Okay, this is me with all my beautiful fat glory, and this is another the key result of the key basic ingredient of making me fat, that is pizza. So my first cognition states कि यार मुझे तो वजन कम करना है. This is basically my life story. Okay. Uh, तो मुझे तो वजन कम करना है. I have to reduce my weight at any cost. But my second cognition states that I also want to eat pizza. So imagine if I'm at a party and I find a pizza, because there's a cognition which states that yes, you like to eat pizza, you should eat pizza, you want to eat pizza, you eat the pizza, and the next day you're crying about your weight. So don't you think you would find yourself out of tune? At one point in life, you're crying about your weight, and at the second point of your life, you're eating junk food. Don't you? Won't you feel agitated? Won't you feel corrupted? Won't you feel out of tune? Won't you feel a logical discomfort in your life? You will ask yourself, अरे यार तू क्या कर रही है यार? तुझे वजन कम करना है and at the same time तू पिज्जा ठोक रही है, मतलब तू कर क्या रही है? ठीक है? Similarly, if you are aware about, if you're consciously pondering regarding the harmful effects of smoking, okay, if you're consciously pondering about the line which states कि धूम्रपान पड़ेगा महंगा, okay, if you are aware of the fact that smoking kills, that's the first cognition, that you are consciously aware of the fact, actively consciously aware of the fact that smoking kills. But the second cognition of you states that you must smoke. Okay, you must smoke. You are smoking. Okay, what happens? Now, what will happen? Okay, your attitude is conflicting in nature. It's not in harmony, it's not in agreement. What will you do? You are feeling out of tune. Any individual, now this is what Leon Festinger states. Okay, Leon Festinger states if the cognitive components of your attitude are not in consonance, that is, they are not in harmony, they are not in agreement, the person will feel that something is out of tune. The person will feel logical discomfort. The person will feel logical discomfort. So he is saying that to get the logical comfort, to become logically, to find that, to make sure your attitude are logically in line with each other, one of these cognitions, one out of one of these two cognitions, one must be changed. One must be changed in the direction of consonance, in the direction of harmony. तो भाई या तो तुम अपने ये सपने छोड़ दो पतले होने के, ठीक है, या तो तुम खाना छोड़ दो, मतलब जंक फूड खाना छोड़ दो. ओके, सो इन दिस केस, इन माय केस, या तो मैं अपने सपने छोड़ दूं, ठीक है, पतले होने के, या मैं पिज्जा खाना छोड़ दूं. और in case of smoking, you will have to you have to actively stop thinking about the harmful effects of smoking. भाई या तो तुम स्मोक करना छोड़ दो, तो या तो वो कर लो, ठीक है, and obviously that's a better thing to do. Okay, या तो तुम स्मोकिंग करना छोड़ दो, ठीक है, या तो फिर तुम रोना बंद कर दो. तुम रोना मत बंद कर दो कि भाई स्मोकिंग किल्स, ठीक है. स्टॉप थिंकिंग अबाउट द फैक्ट दैट स्मोकिंग किल्स. ओके, एक्टिवली उस चीज को पॉन्डर करना बंद कर दो, ठीक है. दोनों में से एक चीज करनी पड़ेगी so that your cognitions are in the direction of consonance. This is the whole concept of cognitive dissonance given by Leon Festinger. Now this was the basic setup of what I want to teach you in the example called telling a lie for $20. Okay, and just want to make I want to make myself very clear that many students don't get full score in these questions, these long questions. Okay, and they often they just jump on the teacher asking कि हमें full score क्यों नहीं दिया. Reason for your lack of full score is because you didn't write all of this. Okay, there's a lot of words I have written. You must write these. Okay, these are certain lines which are must. Okay, you might understand the concept, but if you do not actively, perfectly explain yourself, then what's the point? Right? So आपको ये सारी lines लिखनी पड़ेंगी. Okay? If you write all of these lines, then it's perfect. Then you'll get a perfect score without a doubt. Okay? I hope you understand this. Now we're going to talk about telling a lie for $20. Now one of the most amazing examples, जब मैंने पहली बार पढ़ा था मुझे भी समझ नहीं आया था, honestly बहुत से लोगों को समझ नहीं आता, ठीक है. But now that I have passed my 12th grade and now when I open my book, I'm like, अरे ये तो इतना easy है, it's so easy to understand, because उससे बहुत stress होता है life में, तो तुम लोग easily समझ नहीं पाते हो. But it's honestly one of the most easiest examples out there. Okay. Telling a lie for $20. Now this was basically a project. Now if you want to score that extra merit in your life, which is very important, okay, if you want to score that 100 out of 100 in your boards, this is the key. This is basically for your whole subject in psychology, because honestly psychology is easy, ठीक है. तो जब पेपर आता है तो टीचर्स कुछ एक एक्स्ट्रा उम्मीद रख के आती हैं, ठीक है. सो इन द होल subject, okay, you must add these additional informations, like ये concept कब introduce हुआ था, ये जो psychologist है ये American है या British है. Okay, for example, let's go back to the very first chapter. In the very first chapter, Models of Intelligence में, if you write the year as well as the nationality of the author, okay, it will, believe me, it will get you that additional merit. Okay, अगर 2 marks कहीं और कट भी रहे होंगे, so your teacher will, if the teacher is gratuitous, if the teacher is kind, she will give you a full score. Okay, so this is like a pro tip. Okay, add these few additional nuances in your answers. Okay, अगर ना अब बोर्ड की बात आ ही रही है तो मैं ये कह दूं कि ये जो एग्जाम्पल है ये यूजुअली बोर्ड में नहीं आता है, ठीक है, क्योंकि थोड़ा मुश्किल लगता है, बच्चों को भी मुश्किल लगता है, टीचर्स को भी मुश्किल लगता है. सो दे डोंट आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन इन बोर्ड्स, बट बिलीव मी इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट और बहुत ही ईजी है, 2 मिनट में समझ आ जाएगा, ठीक है. सो टेलिंग अ लाई फॉर $20 was given by Festinger and Carl Smith in the year 1957. This is basically a project which focuses on logical discomfort. Okay, Festinger and Carl Smith proposed. Now this line is not in your book, so I will recommend you guys to write it somewhere. Okay, this is not in your book, so I will recommend you to write it somewhere. This is basically Festinger and Carl Smith focused on logical discomfort. Okay, a discomfort which is caused when two cognitions conflict. ये तो हम पढ़ ही चुके हैं मैम, ये तो हमने जस्ट अभी पढ़ा. ओके, डिस्कम्फर्ट कॉज होता है जब कॉग्निशंस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होते हैं, दैट इज व्हेन दे आर इन डिसोनेंस. बट डिस्कम्फर्ट तभी कॉज होता है जब आपका बिहेवियर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स विद योर एटीट्यूड. when your behavior is in conflict with your attitude, जब आपका बिहेवियर आपके एटीट्यूड को मैच नहीं कर रहा. ठीक है, आपका एटीट्यूड ये है कि आपको पतले होना है, उसी टाइम पे आप बिहेवियर तो ऐसा कर रहे हो कि जैसे बस आज ही पूरा बारातियों का खाना मैं ही खा जाऊंगी. ठीक है, behavior is conflicting with your attitude. Okay, so it is not just that your two cognitions are conflicting, it is also the fact that your behavior is conflicting with your attitude. Okay, and this confliction will cause logical discomfort. This conflict between your two cognitions, your behavior and your attitude will cause logical discomfort. Okay, and whenever there is logical discomfort, what happens? An attitude change takes place. Now, because ये attitude का chapter है, हम attitude के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. So ये वाले पार्ट में, पार्ट 2 में, बिहेवियर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स विद आवर एटीट्यूड, हम एटीट्यूड को चेंज करेंगे, बिहेवियर को नहीं, एटीट्यूड को चेंज करेंगे. ठीक है, 1957 में ये प्रोजेक्ट शुरू हुआ था. बेसिकली प्रोजेक्ट क्या था कि दो ग्रुप्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स वर आस्क्ड टू डू अ बोरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट, अ वेरी बोरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट. सो ना, डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज कि कॉन्सेप्ट तो क्या पता एक्सपेरिमेंट इंटरेस्टिंग हो, नहीं, एक्सपेरिमेंट हद से बाहर बोरिंग था. ठीक, कुछ लोगों को ये वीडियो में बहुत बोरिंग लग रही होगी. हद से बाहर बोरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट था. ठीक है, जो दोनों स्टूडेंट्स को दिखाया गया था. Two groups of students were asked to do a very boring experiment. After the experiment was over, एक ग्रुप को दिया गया $1 और दूसरे ग्रुप को दिए गए $20. आज की कन्वर्जन रेट्स के हिसाब से, आई एम गोना राउंड दिस ऑफ टू 100, एक ग्रुप ऑफ बच्चों को दिए गए $100, दूसरे ग्रुप ऑफ बच्चों को दिए गए $2000. ठीक है, एक बच्चे को दिए गए $100, दूसरे ग्रुप ऑफ बच्चों को दिए $2000, और बोला कि यार आप सबको जाके बोलना एक्सपेरिमेंट बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग था. ओके, सारे जितने भी लोग मिले सबको ये बोलना कि कॉन्सेप्ट बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग था. ठीक है, ये आपको अच्छा लगे ना लगे, बस आप ये बोल देना. तो सारे ग्रुप ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स वर गिवन द मनी. एक झुंड को दिए गए थे $100. ठीक है, दूसरे झुंड को दिए गए थे $2000, $1 and $20. Okay, now what happened was, one group, and this is very important, one group experienced cognitive dissonance. हम already meaning जानते हैं cognitive dissonance का क्या है. Another group did not experience cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance का मतलब हुआ क्या? When two cognitions in your attitude are in dissonance, that is, they are not in line, they are not logically in line with each other, they are not in harmony, they are not in agreement. You are experiencing cognitive dissonance. You are feeling out of tune. क्यों भाई, क्या हो गया? आप दोनों को सेम ही चीज बोली थी करने को, तो why one group is experiencing cognitive dissonance and other is not? रीजन क्या है? बेसिक भाई देखो, सारी चीजें सेम हुई है, सिर्फ एक चीज डिफरेंस हुई है. सारी चीजें सेम हुई है, सिर्फ एक चीज डिफरेंट हुई है, and that is the money factor. That is the money factor. When everything is constant, everything happened the same way, right? So both the groups were given the same boring experiment. दोनों ग्रुप्स को एक छोटा सा झूठी बोलने को बोला था, but एक ग्रुप experienced cognitive dissonance. Why? Because सिर्फ $1, they were only given $1 to lie. Whereas on the other hand, the other group was given $20 to lie. Okay. तो अब बेसिक आइडिया क्या है यार? $100 में कौन झूठ बोलेगा? $100 में हु विल लाई? ओके, दूसरे ग्रुप को 2000 दिए गए थे यार झूठ बोलने के लिए. ठीक है, इनको $100 में निपटा दिया. बताओ. तो आफ्टर अ फ्यू पीरियड्स ऑफ टाइम उन झूठ के बच्चों को वापस बुलाया और पूछा ये कॉन्सेप्ट कैसा लगा. ओके, सो देयर वाज अ रिलेटिव इंक्रीज इन इंटरेस्ट. Okay, the group one student said that they actually might have liked the experiment, but we all know the concept was very boring. The experiment was very boring. How could they like the experiment? I mean, at the first glance, they didn't like the experiment. Neither the group 2 people liked the experiment, right? But the group 1 वाले बच्चों को अचानक से अब experiment थोड़ा interesting लगने क्यों लग गया? क्यों? Why? देयर वाज अ कॉग्निटिव डिसोनेंस, राइट? कॉग्निटिव डिसोनेंस हुई तो कॉग्निशंस बदले गए, बच्चों ने अपने कॉग्निशंस एक्टिवली कॉन्शियसली बदले। ओके, दे चेंज्ड देयर कॉग्निशन, उन्हें अपना एटीट्यूड चेंज करा। क्यों? क्योंकि उनके ना दो कॉग्निशंस, अब नाउ दे हैड टू कॉग्निशंस इन माइंड। ओके, कॉग्निशन वन, cognition 2. Cognition 1 state that I would not have told a lie for $1. Okay. And cognition 2 is no. Cognition 1 is I told a lie. I told a lie for $1. Cognition 2 was the experiment was interesting. ठीक है यार, तो $1 के लिए हमने झूठ बोल दिया. How could we have lied for $1? So basic truth is that I would not have lied. तो अब रियलिटी स्ट्राइक हुई. रियलिटी स्ट्राइक ये हुई कि यार मैं $1 के तो झूठ मैंने नहीं बोला होगा. ठीक है, तो एक्चुअली ऑनेस्टली ना मुझे वो अच्छा लगा होगा, मुझे वो एक्सपेरिमेंट अच्छा लगा होगा, तभी तो मैंने झूठ बोला. बिकॉज मैं $1 इतना इजी तो नहीं बिक जाऊंगा मैं. ओके, आई वुड हैव नॉट लाइक फॉर $1, राइट? सो द एक्सपेरिमेंट मस्ट एक्चुअली बी interesting. So this is all about telling a lie for $20. Okay, I hope you are able to understand it. Okay, for $1 nobody lies. Okay, so they simply thought that I must have not lied for $1. Okay, so the experiment must actually be interesting. Okay, they felt a cognitive dissonance, they experienced cognitive dissonance, therefore they changed their cognitions and ultimately came to a conclusion that yeah, unko to experiment acha laga tha, they didn't find it boring. Now this was telling a lie for $20 by Festinger and Carl Smith, proposed in 1957. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please share and please subscribe to my channel.